What I was being stubborn about was living my own life. Mom and I got in this huge argument over whether or not I should quit school. And Warren G. Harding over here went into absolute shock. He said I had to apologize to her because mothers are sacred and all that jazz.
Not sacred. Human.
Whatever. Anyway, he finally won. So I said I'd apologize, but I wanted to consult with you first, so I... Wait a minute. What do you mean Mom's all right?
Well, she had some problems, and her gynecologist thought it might be a good idea if you ran some tests. She's upstairs right now.
Daddy, it's not...
Oh, no, nothing serious, just routine. She thinks it's all emotional, so an apology from you might go a long way in clearing this whole thing up. Maybe you could just tell her that you've changed your mind about quitting school.
But I haven't.
Here we go again.
Okay, okay. I'll apologize for fighting, and I'll consider staying in school. Okay?
Okay.
Can I see her now?
Mm-hmm. What's happening?
Hi.
Oh, nothing, John. Come on in. We're finished. Melanie, would you like a visitor?
Oh, Kim, it was my fault.
No, it was my fault, Mom. Listen.
I don't know why I drive you so crazy.
Oh,
I love you.
Trevor, can we speak to you for a minute, please?
No, it's my fault. Listen, I tried to get in touch with you. Are you okay, Mom? I'm sorry.
They're both doing fine. There's nothing to worry about now. Why don't you just go on in, okay? Okay, what's the story?
Well, actually, Gonzo and I haven't made a final determination yet. However, we did feel a pelvic mass.
Cystic?
We've scheduled a sonogram for this afternoon. That should tell us something.
Considering Melanie's age and past medical history, John, surgery may be in order.
What do you think?
I agree. There is one problem, though. Her blood pressure's been elevated ever since she was admitted.
It could be a hormone-producing tumor.
Well, I don't know. She's been very upset about Kim. And that could be what's causing the pressure problem. But we worked that out.
Listen, my friend, there are words for men who let women support them, and I don't know what your squalid little trade may be, but if you think my daughter... You're a doctor? Oh, my God.
An intern.
Here?
Across the bay. I'll find another phone.
You ought to be committed. That man's a doctor.
All right, so he's a doctor. You married a doctor.
I did, yes, but the doctor didn't marry me. The doctor was already married to his career. Kim, you're the one who's always talking about finding your identity. How much identity do you think you'll have as a doctor's wife?
Hank is different.
Baloney! Trapper was different. But you know how lonely I was. You grew up with it.
Look, I don't care. Hank wouldn't just...
Wouldn't what? Wouldn't leave you the second duty call? Well, where the heck is he now?
Well, I might too happy.
Oh, shut up. Kim, listen to me.
Forget! I'm through listening. That's my trouble. I listen too much. From now on, the whole wide world can just butt out. It's all your fault. If she had married a doctor, she wouldn't be so bigoted.
6 to 7 centimeters. Complex pelvic mass.
Semicystic, semi-solid. John, we're going to have to take it out. If it ruptures, it could be a mess.
Hysterectomy?
I wouldn't think so, unless, of course,
I don't want to hear it.
So, with the Chief of Surgery's permission, we'll reserve a room and get on with it.
Yeah, well, there's the rub. The Chief of Surgery does not give his permission.
But, John, surely you realize how dangerous a situation this is.
I do.
Well, if you understand that...
I also understand the patient a lot better than you do. She is in no shape to go through a major operation.
Right, you're worried about her blood pressure. So are we. We're working on it. We've started her on medication.
Is she responding?
She seems to be.
Seems to be is not good enough. I think we'd all be a lot better off if we waited until we really got that blood pressure under control. I want everything to be just right.
Look, Trapper.
Her emotions are working against us. We cannot resolve her anger and frustration over Kim with medication.
Maybe Kim is the only one who can resolve that. Have you talked to her?
I can't find her to talk to. She's left the sorority. I mean, if those two have run off...
John, now about the surgery.
Postpone it. I will not be a party to this.
Now what?
Kids.
Parents.
Yeah, they're a real trial.
I'll give it some feeling here. Whose side are you on anyway?
I'm on your side. I just wonder if sometimes we're doing the right thing.
Listen, nobody dictates to me. I'm perfectly capable of making my own decisions.
True. But on the other hand...
Hank, do you want to marry me or don't you?
I want to marry you.
Okay, let's get on.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't say it.
Where do you think you're going?
See? One little word out of me and everybody does as he pleases. I'm going home, okay?
Does Trapper know about this?
I'll tell Trapper later.
Like when?
Like after I found my daughter and kept her from ruining her life. She's actually planning to marry that hamburger.
Well, maybe she is, but...
Over my dead body she is. Doctors aren't human. Present company excluded, of course.
I don't usually get involved in family squabbles. But, lady, you leave now, and that's exactly where the marriage is going to take place. Over your dead body.
Gonzo, please. There's nothing wrong with me that helping my daughter won't cure. Don't talk to me about any more tests.
I won't. We've taken all the tests we need. You have a pelvic tumor. It could rupture or twist at any time. It could even be malignant. We need your permission to perform the surgery as soon as your blood pressure is under control. Tomorrow, if possible.
Trapper,
excuse
is this true?
What?
About the tumor.
Yes, it's true.
Well,
No. No surgery. I have to talk to Kim. I know if I talked to her, I could straighten her out.
Melanie, I'll make a deal with you. If you'll consent to the surgery, I will bring Kim here for a talk.
Trapper told me nobody knew where she was.
I'll find her.
Okay. It's a deal.
Excuse me.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
She has to have the surgery, Trevor.
And who do you apologize to if she doesn't survive it?
She'll survive it. We'll be watching her blood pressure carefully.
Oh, by making promises you can't keep? Look, I have been calling all over this town for hours. Nobody has either seen or heard from either one of those kids. I mean, they could be in Timbuktu by now. So how do you bring them back, huh?
I'll do it.
She trusts you. Don't abuse it.
Trapper, I'm telling you, I will bring Kim back.
Good luck.
What was that all about?
Mrs. McIntyre says you scheduled her for surgery tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow, is that
Aren't
wise?
you going to bring Kim back before then?
Nonsense, the girl's disappeared.
How are you going to find her, Gonzo?
I wish I knew.
Look, I'm off duty as of right now. Let me help.
You can't. You promised to watch Biedermeier for me.
Great. I need all the help I can get.
On the other hand, what does it matter? The whole experiment's a failure anyway.
Where do we start?
One catastrophe after another.
How about a
Think
sorority
this morning,
house?
I left him alone for 5 minutes. What happened? He went to smell a flower, and a bee flew up his nose.
Can I help you?
Yeah, my name's Gates. This is Miss Brancusi. We're looking for a young woman named Kim McIntyre.
You two join the club.
Oh, then she hasn't reported back yet. Not today. We're about ready